Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SPW. I'm your host, Nick, and I am excited for tonight's matchup because, like I always am, this one has a special place in my heart. But mostly because the Penguin. If you haven't been watching HBO Max, or just Max, I guess they call it now, the Penguin has debuted, and man, it is awesome. Colin Farrell is truly an amazing actor because it just blows my mind that this is even him. That's him. That's like a perfect likeness. But you would never look at that and go, that's Colin Farrell? That handsome Irish actor? Yeah, he's playing the same character that Danny DeVito played. I don't think that either of them saw that happening in their lifetime. I'm sure both of them would be flattered by that fact. But the Penguin, that's right, making his SPW debut. This is really just a debut match for him, and I just felt like, what are we going to do to make it special? Number one, we got dollars falling from the sky. I mean, how appropriate is that? But Penguin is 5'3", 300 pounds, and that's probably being fairly liberal with both of those. Danny DeVito, I think, is like 4'8". I don't quote me. It's close to that, though, right? But either way, it was a tough choice because I do love me some Danny DeVito, but Colin Farrell is one of my favorite actors, and having watched that show the other night, I was like, you know what? We're doing it. We're doing an Arkham Asylum all Batman villain fatal four-way. It's never been more appropriate to call it a fatal four-way than tonight. But of course we had the Penguin, so now we have Bane. And I'll tell you right now, we're not having Batman and we're not having the Joker, only because later on this week, just keep watching the channel. Do the thing, by the way, like, subscribe. But on Thursday, because we do Tuesdays and Thursdays here, Thursday night we're going to be having an all-DC, elimination match for the brand new DC Championship, because on the channel we've just been debuting all of our new titles. We've had a Marvel, we've got a multi-universal, and so, of course, we got to have a DC. Current champion, though, was the person holding it, and that was actually Wolverine at the time. So it's going to be an all-DC v. Wolverine match. So it's going to be a little bit unique, but I am in no way disappointed by just throwing Wolverine into a matchup with a bunch of DC characters. A bunch of heavyweights. Speaking of heavyweights, here we go. Look at this. Two-Face coming down, making his debut as well, because you know what, it's Batman villains and it's Arkham Asylum, and you know what, Two-Face is up there. He's on my list. He's one of the best just psychological villains because he's his own worst enemy. I mean, quite literally. He comes down to the ring. Oh, I didn't even say Bane's weight. Bane is 6'8", 350 pounds, big guy. But Two-Face, 6 foot tall, 182. Harvey Dent, famously. I mean, they still call him Harvey. He just may or may not talk in the same voice when he responds to you. But, Harvey Dent, Two-Face, again, just a good... See, that's the thing. That's why Batman's villains are all the best. They each represent, like, an element of psychosis. I mean, Two-Face represents Batman's... And, you know, every villain is a good reflection of their hero, right? So Two-Face is a reflection of the dichotomy that is Batman, the alter ego, you know? Like, Batman is very much Batman and Bruce Wayne, but who is truly who? He was born and raised Bruce Wayne, but pretty sure when he closes his eyes at night and he thinks to himself, I think he's using the Batman voice. That's all I'm saying. But, yeah, you know, obviously Joker is like the opposite. That's why Batman is the hero. He's all dark and gothic. And then, oh my gosh, look at this! One more character. Sorry, I'm being broken away from my from my soliloquy. But Mr. Freeze making his not debut but entrance. He stands actually a 6'4", 190. That must be when he's not wearing the suit, because when he's wearing the suit, he's got to weigh probably upwards of 400 pounds. But again, I mean, all of Batman's villains, like I said, they are all sympathetic in their own right. The Joker's the unique one because the Joker is truly just the opposite of Batman. he is comedy when Batman is horror. It was a nice way back in the day to just kind of flip, the superhero genre on its head. But another classic villain, incidentally, look at him. Oh man, it looks just like Arnold Schwarzenegger from Batman Forever? Or Batman, I don't even remember which one. I think it was 4, but I don't remember what that was called. I think Forever was 3. We're going back a ways, don't worry. But yeah, Mr. Freeze, another one, very sympathetic villain. I mean, his whole thing is he just wants to save his wife, who has an illness that he had to freeze her in order to come up with the illness, and he only robs banks to fund his research. So, I mean, come on. You can't really, complain about that. It's just the fact, yeah, he maybe kills quite a few people when he does the bank robbing. So, you frown upon the murder. But all of these villains, again, this is a hardcore, fatal four-way, no rules, no holds barred. I couldn't be more excited. Just Batman villains in Arkham Asylum, duking it out. This could be happening on the yard, you know what I mean? But already, Two-Face and the Penguin locking up, and Bane and Mr. Freeze. I like them pairing off like that. It's like you got the Mafia on the left and the Muscle on the right. But, oh yeah, look at the Penguin. See, that's the thing. Colin Farrell's Penguin, I loved... Oh man, did you see his feet? Spoiler alert. You probably just Google hashtag Penguin's feet. Man, it was gnarly. It was painful to look at. Reminded me of Fallout, if you know what I'm saying. But incidentally, oh, look at that! Taking out the knees. All of these villains, I don't expect any team-ups to happen. If they do, it's going to be very temporary. Because, truly, each one of these guys just in it, really, for their own good. I mean, they may make temporary alliances, but every single one of these men has their own agenda, and truly that is what matters most to them. Oh no, Penguin finds himself in the ring of Mr. Freeze. I don't think that's something he wants. Oh, body splash in the corner, and now, like nothing, one arm, oh, body slammed onto the trash can. Oh, gotta go for the pinfall. That might have done it, but wisely, Two-Face gets in and busts up the count. Now he's just trying to get, looks like Mr. Freeze out of the ring. That trash can causing problems. Oh, multiple chops. Mr. Freeze, I mean, I can't remember what the weights and the heights were already, but he definitely seems to stand, again, in that suit. I know that they had him smaller on the Wikipedia, but once he's in the suit, he's definitely got he's at least a few inches taller than even Bane, who I think was touted as the tallest in this match. Oh, crowd is cheering. They are into it, and Mr. Freeze has set up a table on the outside. Oh, and he just got thrown through it. He is his own worst enemy, not unlike Two-Face. I should have put the Riddler in this now that I think about it, because I had a comment recently saying that I sound like the Riddler commenting, and I'm like, you know what? I will take it. Frank Gorsham's Riddler, that was like one of my... I always thought he should have played the Joker, because Frank Gorsham as the Riddler back in the day, in the Adam West Batman, he, to me, acted more like how the Joker does, and then the Joker of that time wouldn't even shave his mustache, so I was a little bummed out by Joker back then. But hey, before the cartoon, that was all there was, so I grew up on that. Prior to, I'm born in the 80s kid, but, Batman didn't come, or the animated series didn't come out until, 90. So all through the 80s, it was just Adam West's Batman, and it was still awesome. I loved it. Oh, 2! I should mention, again, this is not an elimination. We've been doing a lot of elimination matches, and this is one where truly just the first guy to pin or submit anyone is the winner. And this is purely for bragging rights. Oh, look at the Penguin right now. Speaking of bragging rights, he has Mr. Freeze in a submission, but it looked like Bane might have gotten in there and helped busted that up a little bit. But, again, this match is anyone's for the taking. This is truly just an Arkham street fight of sorts. I mean, or a yard fight, I should say. Holler in the yard. right now. Penguin, oh, using the trash can. Two is just, I was just thinking, remember how Danny DeVito is the trash man? I'm the trash man. I just come out and I have a bunch of trash. That is not this version of the Penguin. But man, I almost would love to see him in that little Speedo. Like the mini Andre the Giant Speedo. It's the trash man. I can't say enough about you. I mean, there's only been one episode, but Colin Farrell's version of the Penguin is probably the best version of the Penguin. I mean, he's right out of basically, yeah, like the Arkham City games. Like he's that good. I mean, he's got that thick Irish brogue, and then when he's talking, you never understand that. You'd never think for a million years that this guy that's actually two, and this voice is actually Irish, right? He was born in Queens, you know, raised in the Bronx. He's just kind of got this voice going. Oh, but now it's Bane doing a pin on Two-Face, and that was 2 2/10. Trying to throw as many twos as I can, but if you do 2 2/4, that would just be a half. I don't want to do fractions. Anyways, back to the match. Oh, look at this! Penguin landing an incredible move, and Bane is unconscious. Oh! I think he might have had that, but Mr. Freeze breaks it up. This is incredible. I mean, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, the Penguin, and Bane. The only thing missing is the Joker and Batman, but you know what? Don't you worry, they'll be coming along in the very next match. I didn't want to have them get beat up in this match and then try and compete for a belt. That's not fair. So I just felt like, you know what, let's do what's left out of, you know, the Rogues Gallery. I probably have even more Batman villains. Actually, matter of fact, I know that I do. But, you know, you can't use them all at the same time. Don't you worry, we'll probably get them in the ring eventually, every single one of them. But, oh... Bane landing a massive 1-2-3 on Two-Face. Two-Face is still in the ring, but Bane getting a ladder. Oh, Penguin was trying to bust it up. He knew it was coming, but there was no stopping Bane at this point. Oh my goodness, this is pure chaos. Mr. Freeze, Bane, Penguin, and Two-Face. This does feel a little bit like the Arkham City games. I'm not gonna lie. This is somehow triggering nostalgia for that. Oh, but once again, submission hold being applied by Penguin on Two-Face. Two-Face. Oh, looked like he may have been ready to tap there, but Bane breaking it up. But now look at this. Oh, he does get it. It looked like Penguin wasn't going to be able to lift Bane there, and who could blame him? Bane's a massive, that's a lot of meat to move around, you know what I mean? But he looks, I mean, he may be small in stature, but he's built like a dwarf. Like that guy, like a Lord of the Rings dwarf. He can, yeah, I mean, that guy can carve a mountain. But already, wow, pulling himself to his feet. Penguin on the outside. Seemed content to let these, I mean, at least Two-Face and Mr. Freeze duke it out. Meanwhile, he's got a sledgehammer. Oh! Reminiscent of episode 1. No spoilers. But he is definitely putting that sledgehammer to work on Bane right now. Oh, but Bane counters. Throws him down and flexes. Meanwhile, Two-Face in the ring. 1, 2. Oh, gets broken up by Bane. That was close. I know, I need to get Riddler in here. I mean, it's just a matter of which Riddler do you want to see. Leave me a comment. Let me know, because I'm like, you know, there's the new Batman, which is the world that the Penguin is in. I'm definitely a fan of that version of the Riddler. It was pretty dang cool. But I like to be some Riddler with a question mark outfit and green tights. 1, 2. Oh, almost. That time I think Penguin was able to get in there and break it up just at the last second. It was 2 3/4 for sure. Oh, look at this. Triple German suplexes. Oh, gets busted up with a garbage can. One of my favorite weapons in a hardcore match. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I like a garbage can in a hardcore fight. What's wrong with that? Kendo sticks are all fine and good, but I just feel like they're a little bit less practical. You can do a lot more with the garbage can. I mean, you can just hit somebody with kendo sticks. That's fine. But garbage cans, you can get creative. Oh, and speaking of getting creative, here we go. Oh, broken up by Bane. Only a 1 count. I feel like each one of these men at this point has been on the receiving end of a pinfall. And again, Two-Face now. But Bane broken up by the Penguin. I mean, the Penguin is a scrapper. You got to give him that. And man, all of these models, I'm just blown away. Thank you, 2K community, once again. I really hope that someone who's made these models watches the channel, and then they can let me know, and I will give them a shout out, because definitely appreciate all the hard work, and man, these guys are incredible. This wouldn't be half as much fun if they didn't look so authentic. It's just, come on, it's awesome. Oh, look at this running power bomb! Mr. Freeze putting his size and weight on display, but then, multiple shots. Bane back on his feet and drop kicks Two-Face. Before you know it, sending him into the ropes. Oh, doing the old loop-de-loop. Oh, and sending him sky high. What do we got going here? 1, 2, anybody gonna break it up? 3! Bane has done it! I feel like I need to do the voice.
You may not understand this, but this is Bane. I'm talking through a mask right now, so it's very difficult to understand, but I'm so happy to be the winner of this match, and frankly, I can't wait to see Batman once more in the ring. Maybe I deserve a title shot, eh? You may have been raised in the darkness, Batman, but I was born into it.
Sorry, I gotta stop that at some point. You may not even be able to hear any of that. I'd love to see how the translator does. Do you ever go? I'm curious. Leave me a comment if any of you watch this with the subtitles, because occasionally I do. It makes me laugh just to see what it thinks I say sometimes. Apparently, I mumble quite a bit. That's not unknown to me. It's fine. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you've stuck around to this point, do the thing. Like, subscribe, pointing, we're doing finger guns like Bane right now. Do the thing. Until then, again, we've got more DC action on the way this week, and it's just going to be for the DC Championship, so stick around and find out. Until then, y'all have a good week, and good night.